Holy crap, look at this. All right, guys, so we're in our new at-home shop here. We're getting the floors clean. We got the guys from Unique Concrete Designs here. They're gonna start grinding and prepping the floors. We're putting this crazy, super strong epoxy floor sealant down on here. But we'll give you a full tour in a minute. We just gotta get some stuff done really quick. And what first thing we're gonna do is get rid of all this brown, ugly tin off the walls. We're probably gonna put a different color up. But for now, we're gonna get all this stuff ripped up so they can start prepping all the corners really close to the wall. So we'll pull all this stuff up and then we'll go over everything inside the shop here and outside we're doing too. So we got a little bit of a voiceover here, guys, because the noise is so loud from the grinding and the generator running, they had to do all the floor work. But this is a sanding machine using diamonds to cut the floors there. And then I was like, look at this, because it's still loud in here. We pulled these panels down and we found an absolute infestation of ants and termites. The wood, thankfully it's not the structural wood. This was wood that they had added to hold up the tin and stuff, but it was infested and completely demolished from termites. So I didn't have a shock vac, but the guys that were doing the floor work had a shop vac, and I said, hey, can I borrow your spare shop vac? They said, sure, just clean it out when you're done. So I was like, right on. So took the shop vac and I just went to freaking town, and the more I pulled off this wall, the more it revealed the absolute infestation of ants and insects and termites and roaches. And it's thankfully it's all on this one wall where they're all at, and I think it was from the rain, and there being no gutters on the outside of the shop, which I'll show you all that towards the end of the video, guys. But we're just gonna start vacuuming up and cleaning up all this mess, because man, this stuff was terrible, and I just went to freaking town on the stuff. At some point in here I ended up finding the queen, I think it was, and all this stuff getting clogged up inside this hose is just insane. But just, I mean, look, the amount, it was just mind-blowing. I don't think I've ever seen this many big ants too. I was told by the pest control guys at Morel Pest Control that came out and sprayed all this when we were done cleaning this up, that those were carpenter ants mixed in with termites. And you were surprised that they were living together, only because carpenter ants would have normally eaten or killed the termites, which is kind of odd from what he told me. And then, ooh, right here, the juicy part. I picked up this insulation and revealed like the nest. They're like hiding inside this like paper backing between the outside wall and the insulation everywhere. And you can see them like carrying around little eggs and stuff. I've just never seen something in my life this bad as far as like interior building. I've never done like home cleanouts or anything. I've got friends that have, and they said that these were major issues, but just, oh, it's just disgusting. And I got to the point where I was just like, you know what? I'm going to start cutting and ripping and getting rid of all this insulation, because I didn't know if they were living inside of it or what. But the more I went down, the more I found. You can see some little holes in that white plastic stuff they're crawling in and out of. Ryan doesn't make you dizzy. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I don't think like I said, it's just mind-blowing. And what's crazy is we bought the place and they supposedly did a pre-home inspection. And you see me right here cutting it all out. I was like, screw this, we'll put new insulation in. And they said there was no insects, which I guess maybe they wouldn't have noticed this unless they pulled the walls out. But man, I'm glad we caught this in time before we did all the flooring and did all the painting. And I almost didn't do the epoxy flooring because it was not cheap. Be careful, I'm cutting these wires here. I'll electrocute myself. But if we wouldn't have done the epoxy flooring, we would have never found all these insects everywhere inside the wall here. And as you can see, we get further away from the door. There's less and less. But they were just, man, these things were bad. I'm pissed. It was hot. It's like 98 degrees outside. But, and see, like, whoever did the insulation, they, like, just didn't do it like it should have been done, I feel. They're just shoving random pieces in here. So we're going to get new insulation for the stuff I cut out and ripped out, along with, oh, God, more there. Oh, they were bad right there. Good, jeez. Good Lord. Yeah, I was like, give me that shop vac. Look at all these things. And the issue is we had to get these things taken care of and cleaned up and neutralized. I thought I went on me. Before they do the epoxy, like lay down the epoxy flooring. Right now they're just prepping the flooring. So we don't have any ants crawling into my brand new epoxy flooring. Yeah, look at these things. Just bad. Real bad. So they had the generator running, operating their equipment, guys. So we had to do a little bit of a voiceover there. But you guys seen the amount of ants that was infested in this place. And before we bought the place, they did a pre-home inspection or whatever, and the pest control company came out. So I just called them and said, hey, you missed a lot of ants. So Hopefully they're gonna come out today and spray, because we cannot have ants crawling around on this epoxy floor once they lay it in here. So we gotta take care of this problem like now. And that means we gotta stand here and vacuum all these ants. So the very last one's gone, we're gonna have to do that. So thanks to these guys, they had a shop back there. And we're gonna keep vacuuming, and the insulation we ripped out, we'll put some new insulation up, and we're gonna put some new, probably some silver, I don't know what color, but we're definitely gonna line the whole wall around the shop again with some tin, just, and that helps with like oil splashes, hitting and dinging the wall. So if you ding this drywall, there's a dent in it forever. You know, it's not easy to replace it if you knock a hole in it, but the tin, you can unscrew and replace it. So that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna keep sweeping this floor up and get this place clean. You can see where they've already got half of this thing ground down. So y'all are gonna come in after this, and you got like a push behind vacuum or something? Or?
We're gonna use that vacuum right there and put the right handle on it and clean it all up.
It's a lot of dust.
Actually, it's pretty dustless.
Oh, I know.
There's no dust
like,
in here.
Without,
it leaves some on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's turning it all up, chewing off that surface.
So right now they're changing out, you said you're changing out the blades?
Yep.
So these are worn
These
out?
diamonds are smoked.
So this is a different style? Does it change the way it cuts?
Well,
or
you have bars. Yeah, you have bars, which is
Okay.
what that is. And then you have these circles. So these circles are nice because they don't chew quite as much. If you're not careful with those and don't know what you're doing with the machine, you can chew a hole in a certain area real fast.
So while they're doing that, we're gonna keep working, chugging along, and getting all this handled. Then we're gonna be going out back and doing some tree work, because once they get this whole thing ground down, we're gonna be out of here and let them do their work for the next 3 or 4 days.
Oh my.
Crawling on me.
Dude, it's moving in there.
Ah, my gloves are all wet now. See how they like them apples.
All the bubbles. Let's go to the truck. Oh, dude, you almost did it first try.
So close. It's a lot higher up than it looks.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Not really working out. Oh. Oh yeah. It'll go. It's moving. Oh. Ta-da!
Stuff done out the back of the trees. You guys seen that? They've been in here grinding like crazy, getting this concrete down to the bare. But they've also been taking a grinder to these cracks and opening them up so they can be filled. And they're pouring some, what is this, epoxy stuff? Epoxy. You can fix all your problems, man. Fill your cracks.
That's pretty cool.
So this is how easy it is to do epoxy flooring, is it?
Yeah, it's this easy.
It's simple.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's unlock. Let's open the doors first. No, we gotta open the doors first. It's really working out good for you, huh? Making me money. Yeah. They lock all the way around.
Got a free dump fee. No fees here at the in-laws house. Boing. All right, guys, so we're taking a break from trimming trees. We got a ton done over the past couple days. It's been a few days since we're making in this video here, but look at the floors. These guys came in from Unique Concrete Designs, and they seen where they poured that stuff in the floor, the epoxy did, and it basically just sealed all these cracks off. So they've got all this floor pretty much prepped, ready to go. Tomorrow they said they're gonna do a final cleaning on it and prep it for pouring all the epoxy and all the chip on it. So that'll be in another video, guys. But I think we've got our pest infestation handled. I don't see any more bugs, any more ants. They came out and sprayed 2 days ago right when we found that issue, and it pretty much killed all the whatever was in here. So this is all like roach doo-doo, all that stuff. So once the floors are in, we're kind of doing this backwards. We should have painted the floors and done all this after we did the walls and get everything painted up, but nonetheless, we need to get the flooring done because everybody else is like 3 to 4 weeks out. Now it's gonna take way too long. All the way around the back here, they even are gonna do right where we have an area for a washer and dryer here, which is really sweet. And there's a hot water heater. We haven't shown them the apartment yet, have we?
No.
There's an apartment in this boy. It's not very big, but it's an apartment. So hot water heater, they're gonna do all the way around and behind the hot water heater. So it's gonna look really nice. Back in here, we've got a nice washer and dryer set to go in here. We're gonna be doing lots of lighting changes, painting the walls. We're gonna do like an off gray color and put tin all the way around like I mentioned. But Up top, you see it's open from where there's some tin missing, and the tin is up there on top of that storage shelf. Well, we're gonna be putting in a lift. I haven't decided, I'm gonna put a 2-post lift right here or right there. I'm thinking we're gonna put it like right here so that the area stays open. We can pick up like my razors and stuff like that, my buggies for storage out of the way when we're working on stuff. And we can still back the pulling truck in here and the pulling tractor and whatever else we may need to store space on. Moving over here. So this room right here is gonna be the tool storage room. We're gonna put a toolbox in here, and they're gonna coat this floor in here too. Probably do a little bit nicer light, get rid of that ugly light right there. And they're coating all the way to here. This is a crack that they had to do today when they got here. They kind of forgot about it. You can see how it's still a little damp to the touch. So they're gonna end up doing this one tomorrow, grinding it once it gets hard. This area's a little dirty right now, but big old butt. This is the apartment that's in the shop here. The shop is a 40 by 35, so it's not crazy big. So we got around 1,100 square feet of shop space to work with. And inside here, we got a toilet, a shower. All this stuff needs good cleanness. Don't judge us on cleanliness. That boy is like ready to fall off. Oh, there's the support for it. Not even holding it up. What the heck? Good thing, halfway performance out here, dude. He's a plumber. He's got a full kitchen here. There's no stove, so we'll have to get like a stove top thing. This is gonna be nice. So if we have like parties over here or whatever it may be, this could be like an area where drinks or stuff or snacks, toilet out here, so people aren't going in and out of our house and stuff like that. And we have birthday parties for the kids and whatever. Fridge came with the house. Probably gonna replace it because it's nasty. These steps need a little bit of attention. They're like peel and stick tile. So I'm not too fond of that, but it is what it is. Moving up here is like the apartment space. There's a little mini split system that's kind of crappy. It doesn't work. We have to replace that. And this is the kind of apartment space. So a fella lived up here, an elderly fella, and it smells like old man up here. It stinks. So we're gonna rip all this carpet out, paint it, and put fresh carpet down. So spare room up here, since we have all the rooms in our house are full of kids and my wife's and my room. This would be like spare room for visitors, things like that. So not a bad little setup in here. Back here, we just had gutters put up on the place. So there was a water issue. I think that's what led to all the ants. Gunner, go back over there to mama. Go. Go to mommy. No, sir. No, sir. Anyhow, so the water was running off the roof and getting right there at the bottom of the concrete. I think that's why all the ants were in there. So we're gonna come over here and clean all this, pull it away from here. Now think about concreting this area right here also. This way we have more storage and more parking. These trees, we're gonna be getting rid of these trees right here also. So them boys are coming out. And then right around here, the spare tin for the roof. This room is where our air compressor is. And more storage for shop or whatever junk Amber wants to put somewhere. So there's ancient air compressor. Thanks, scared the heck out of me. Ancient air compressor right there. There's power for a light. We've just got to put a light up and a light switch. Check that out. So put some lights back here eventually. There's some junk that fell on the left. We got to get rid of that too. Tell you what, guys, buying a house is half the battle. Making it yours and how you want it just is a lot of work. So I think they've seen a lot of the trees that were back here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at them. They're all gone.
Oh yeah.
Brought the Kubota home from the shop. Shout out to buyattractor.com for sponsoring this here video. And got rid of all these trees. I'm renting a stump grinder Friday afternoon for the whole weekend. So we're going to grind all these stumps. I got one other tree leaning over the neighbor's house right over there. That kind of worries me about taking down myself. Although we did take some down that were leaning, but that one's just leaning a lot more than I'm comfortable with. So we may get a friend to come out and help us do that. But all the trees are gone. We got rid of a ton of stuff. Now I just got to pick up this whole yard, grind the stumps, and probably put some sod down to make everything really nice and neat. And not to mention, there's this huge concrete pad right here, which is another 25 by 40, I believe. And there's a septic poo-poo drain right there for an RV and RV plug-in right there. So we have a ton more space back here for storage. And maybe even put like an overhang or put another door in the back of this shop. Who knows? But this is the beginning of our at-home videos. And hearing babies cry in the background. Oh, nice. Floor epoxy. Anyhow, guys, I hope you're excited like I am. It's gonna be nice to separate the tractor business work life from the YouTube life, where I can come home, make videos with my wife and kids, and everybody's gonna be involved, and I'm not staying late at night at the shop. Other than Ryan having to come over here late at night.
And then driving home.
So it's going to work out, guys. So make sure you go to brucewilsonshop.com, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and comment down below if you ever had any major pest issues like that. That was insane. And don't forget to grab your merch, your Wheel It Start merch, your blue collar trucking hats right here.
It's a used one.
A little bit used one, but we've got them there. And hope you guys are enjoying the videos. And every dollar spent at brucewilsonshop.com gets you entered to win the Desert Buggy and now the Mamba XL X2 ESC and motor system for that boy, and $1,500 in cash, guys. That's a massive value, and all you gotta do is spend a couple bucks at brucewilsonshop.com, guys. So we'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace. All right, everyone, there's only 10 days left to enter our Lowe's DBXL 2.0 RC Desert Buggy and $1,500 in cash, but we're throwing in a massive bonus with this giveaway, a Castle motor and ESC, a Mamba XL X2 system, guys. This thing is freaking huge. Look how big this is. And it comes with a speed controller. So that's right, you get the factory motor, but you also get this boy, and this, you're talking about wheelie pulling machine with one of these installed. Nuts. Go to brucewilsonshop.com, grab your merch, guys. Every dollar spent gets you entered to win.